Hey guys, so a little different video. I'm gonna start going into exercises, and these are exercises that I'm currently doing for myself. I'm also gonna be showing you exercises that I did in the very beginning when I first started coming back to Woodall's to get some of my strength back. Today, I'm gonna show you a couple of different warm-ups. So what I'm currently doing versus what I did. And again, just to show you the contrast of where I'm at. First, I'm gonna show you some mobility work that I do. Let me know if you have any questions. So first, I just start with rocking. I have my palms down, making the wrist work, getting the shoulders to loosen up, opening up my hips, getting my knees used to bending, getting my shoulders to work, and I'm keeping my head down. If I tend to look up, I'm gonna arch my back. That's no good. I want it to here. And I just try to go back a little bit more and a little bit more. Next, I turn my hands out. And I'm just gonna go side to side. This looks boring. It's not. It feels really good. But for cancer patients, their arms, their legs, and their wrists are very stiff. So getting in some of these drills, once you've been cleared by your doctor, really helps. Next, I turn my hands in. I support myself with my knee. And then I come back out and I go side to side. Getting the wrist to work. This will not feel good for a lot of people. And that's just some of the mobility drills that I do. Next is going to be a little bit more advanced. This is something that I'm doing now. This is also, this kind of stretching is what I do now to loosen myself up. But this next series is going to be a little bit more advanced, especially for a cancer patient. But I'm going to show you this drill, and then we're going to go into a drill that I did with one of my very first workouts. All right, so this next one is going to be a handstand on the wall. This is years later for me. I did not do this back in 2014 when I first started coming back. This is a 2019-2020 exercise that I'm doing now. And for anyone that needs to work on their shoulders and mobility and upper body strength, this is a good one. All right, blood's rushing to my head. I tend to hold that about 10 to 15 seconds. I come down, I'll do that 2 or 3 more times. Really helps loosen up my shoulders, triceps, helps with my upper body overall strength, and it's a good endurance exercise because I'm having to hold my body weight on my arms. Most of us, we walk on our legs, we don't walk on our hands. This next set of exercises, you're gonna think, no big deal. Why is he walking and talking? When I first was out of the hospital, in my previous videos, I talked about how I could only walk and catch my breath. There would be a chair here. That's as far as I could go. And I would need to sit down and catch my breath. Couldn't go any further. My goal was to walk 3 laps inside my gym on the green. I take a break, I get up, I would walk again. This, for a cancer patient that's just getting out of the hospital. I mean, they've had the bone marrow transplant, the doctor has approved for them to go home. This was my exercise. I came to the gym to walk my 3 laps. I would get to this point, I would rest again. I would have a chair here. Miss Barbie was my trainer at that point, coaching me along. I had to lean on her a couple times because my legs were burning. My lungs were burning. Okay? All I'm doing is walking. I know what you're thinking. All you're doing is walking. For the cancer patient, this is a lot of movement. My goal currently is to get over 10,000 steps a day. That's pretty much the national standard. That's not that many steps. 10,000 is not that many. Back then, if I could get a 5,000 step day or a 3,000 step day, that was a big deal. I would take another break. I would have a chair here. I would sit down, come back up. I would just walk again. You want to walk with somebody because the cancer patient will get tired. If I'm your trainer, I will walk with you. I will support you. Currently, we're finishing 1 lap. Okay? Now, for the time that I took this video, it didn't seem very long. To the cancer patient, when they're first starting out, that is a long way. Okay, so this next one is going to be another advanced movement. For individuals that have healthy joints, non-cancer people, this is probably going to be very easy. For someone like me, where I have joint mobility issues, cancer patients have tight tendons, tight muscles, tight fascia. They're very bound up. So this next exercise is going to be a very advanced movement. This is called the monkey. Just get down to a squat, reach down, put your hands on the floor, slide over. I rotate, come down, rotate around. Okay, I'll do that 2, 3, 4 times. Get my body loose. This next one, I'm on the floor. When I was brand new out of the hospital, I had my own sterile mat. That's very important. Notice I wear my gloves. Germs, okay? I wore a mask when I first started out. This next exercise is a bench press on the floor. Yes, I'm using 2-pound weights. That's all I could do back then. For someone who used to be 225, flipping the 300-pound tire, and was using dumbbells that were 80 pounds apiece before the cancer, this was a big blow to my mind that I could only do 2 pounds. The weights were handed to me here. That's as far down as I could go. And then back up, because my muscles and my tendons were so tight, I could not get my arms down any lower, but I needed to build up my strength. So I started with the 2-pound weights, and then my range of motion got better and got better to where I could get down to the floor and back up. And I was only starting out doing a set of 5. Then I worked my way up to a set of 10. Then I worked my way up to 2 sets of 10. Then 3 sets of 10, and then up to 15 repetitions. But it was a slow process. I came to the gym at least 4 times during the week, so I could get my movement pattern in. And I came and used my gym. 1, I'm the owner, and I love being here. 2, all my equipment's here. 3, I got to be around people that were in my corner. I had a good support system. So having all 3 of those elements really made my recovery very special. This is called the mace. This is the latest and greatest tool that I've been training with now for the past year. As far as the cancer patient, I explained earlier, your shoulders are very tight, your low back is very tight, your hips are very tight. I'm gonna do a couple of exercises. If you trained with me on this, you'll know what these are. If this is your first time seeing this, I want you to pay attention to the diagonal movement and the stability and the control that I have. This first one's called the grave digger. Okay, rotate and come up. So I'm getting in a squat, hips are working, shoulders are working. Okay, the next one, you start from the launch position. This is gonna be the 360. From here, launch it up, you tip it, rotate around. Great for shoulder mobility. Great for working the balance. Of course, in true Woodall fashion, I put my logo pretty much on everything. So I have my medieval mace here. This is 18 pounds. Of course, I had to get a medieval mace for Woodalls. Get to the launch, switch my hands, we're gonna go the other direction. We're gonna rotate. Catch my balance. That happens with this. This is awesome. And that's the mace. So I've shown you some of the warm-up and exercises that I'm currently doing now for my program. I also showed you how I started in the very beginning. This video was to show you where I was, where I am now. This took me years, but with daily movement, daily nutrition, having an awesome support group, meaning coworkers, my family, God, my team at the hospital, they have approved everything that I've done. I don't do anything without the approval of my support team. I can't specify that enough. And as a cancer patient, if you don't have a support team, I will be your support team. This is a surviving with leukemia video. I will be your support team. Give me a call, send me an email, and we'll connect. If you like this type of content, please like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. And I appreciate your time. Keep rocking.